Okay.
Hi, everyone. This is, oh shit, I was going to say it's actually the Blood God, but it's not. We are Sharlayan Dropouts, a good podcast, a good Final Fantasy XIV podcast for bad academics. Victor is not here, which is, you know that because everything's already upside down and inside out, and I'm totally on my own because it's Labor Day, but hey. Uh, Not supposed to work on Labor Day technically. It's actually a day off in Canada. Like everything's closed. But happy Labor Day and happy Labor Day to my friend and my guest, my very good friend and very good guest, Zaff, aka Jenny, aka would you prefer I call you Zaff or what would you like? It's good to have you on either
Um,
way.
Zaph's okay. Like that's what you guys usually call me,
I,
so
I, I always
hello.
I always know you as Zaff. Zaff
Yeah.
is a friend of mine, a very good friend of mine. We have known each other since I don't know, like yonks, and I would say since the aughts at least. And I did. It's like it's funny. We both play this game. We both play it like a lot, but we are
What?
on different servers, so we don't really like interact a whole lot. And I thought, you know what? For Labor Day, why don't we just kind of like come in, hang out, and just talk about what we like about the game, just between
Hell
two
yeah.
pals, two pals. So tell me, when did you start playing? Because I actually don't know that very well. I just remember that Overwatch. You guys were all playing Overwatch, and Blizzard fucked it up, so you all jumped to FF14.
I'm still sad about the loss of Overwatch. I know it's still there, but technically it's dead. When did I? Okay, hold on. I actually looked this up yesterday. So I first bought it in
Mm-hmm.
2014, that almost a year before Heaven's Word came out.
Right.
And back then, I wasn't really into the whole idea yet of like paying monthly to play a video game. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Um, I and then I stopped because this was before we had like cross server play. So
Right.
I was alone on Mateus before it was a huge, server.
Oh.
Um, and I remember I was a Dragoon from day one, and I remember that the DPS wait for Praetorium was 2 hours long.
Wow. Infamously.
So yeah. So I didn't really like the game as a result. So I stopped. I was like, fuck this. Um, and then they brought in the Gold Saucer in 2015,
I
and I
remember.
loved Final Fantasy VII, and I loved the Gold Saucer, so I was like, all right, I'll come back for that. Um, I stopped again. And then Final Fantasy 15 came out in 2018. I played that. I actually really liked it. And then
Yay.
they put in the Regalia in 14. So I was like, well, I guess I'll have to play it again because I really like that car. Um, and then
Is that what
they
I'm looking at? Your profile picture up there with the hey bitch, we're going cruising, bitch. Shoes, bitch.
yeah, that's the mount. Um, and then they added the cross server play, so I could finally play with people on other servers because like no one was on Mateus except for my sad ass.
Aw.
So then I stuck with it after that, and yay, I got addicted.
And then I got addicted. Yeah, you guys started a little bit ahead of me. Of
Yeah,
course, our mutual friend Jack, aka Scarab, has been and Kia Purity, both been 1.0 players, and
yeah,
they've always been like extremely enthusiastic about the game. So of course, when
yeah.
2.0 came out, we were a little bit more receptive to what was going on. Myself, I was just kind of like, well, I'll get to it eventually. I remember I started it at one point, and I tried it on my computer. I mean, my computer would just say, nope, no way, and then I just kind of started another character for work because we had decided, okay, U.S. Gamer, we're going to play this game together, and then it didn't happen, of course. So
Oh yeah.
eventually, we finally kind of turned me was two things was Victor when he lived in Toronto, like he's like, okay, you gotta play. We had lunch and he's like, oh, you gotta play it because basically Estinian is Kane 2.0, and I'm like, ah, shit. And also oh yes, and happy wedding to Victor, he's getting married today, bing bong, all the best.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. That's why I'm alone today, but that's okay. I keep forgetting it's Monday. Christ, I keep thinking it's Saturday. But anyway, yeah, so he was all about that. And then at PAX, I can't remember which PAX it was, 2019. Yeah, it would have been 2019. Uh, Mike Williams, who's hasn't been on the show in a while, but he's a good friend of ours. He was kind of taking me for a tour through PAX, and this was before the show opened. And I love going on show floors before they open. That's one of my favorite things in the world. And just I was watching Square, like they were really, really leaning into Shadowbringers. And so I finally said, you know what? Like, because Mike was also explaining all the things that were going on in the game that were like so similar to things that I loved in Final Fantasy games in general.
Yeah.
Of course, there were other things that worked for or against me. One being, do you remember? Shit, I can't remember what year it was. I think it was 2018. We went to Otakon, and we saw Distant Worlds together, and they did
Yeah.
the Heavensward theme with the opening for the movie, which of course for the expansion, which of course is just a brilliant movie. And I
Oh
came
yeah.
like running out of there screaming, "Oh my god, dragoons are so fucking hot!" Like
Yeah, that one scene where like the one famous scene where like the Warrior of Light, I think it's the Warrior of Light, he puts on like the Dragoon
the
gauntlet and it's like that
gauntlet.
little sexy animation where
Yeah,
like
it's
it all
like
snaps into place and everyone's like, I love Dragoons. Yeah, Ishgard. Yeah, whatever.
Hail Ishkar, we're all gonna die in Titan. But
For the Fury.
for the fury, for the fury. Yeah, so that was my obsession. Of course, Heavensward. You just gotta like give me dragons and I'm good. Um,
Yep.
yeah, that was a good get. But yeah, that was my general lead up into Final Fantasy. Like I had like a bunch of false starts, but of course then came COVID. So by the time I
Ah.
was I think by the time COVID really hit, let's say like the end of January, I was like in Heaven's Word. And then I remember Stormblood, I was kind of playing through the summer. And this time of year always reminds me of when I started Shadowbringers because that's when I started Shadowbringers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, I actually thinking about it, it's like Dawn Trail was my first, I'm sorry, Endwalker was my first time getting to kind of be in that chair where you experience your
Oh
first
yeah.
expansion. And you're like, oh, that's so cool. But yeah. So tell me about your Warrior of Light because I see they have a cool car. That's the start. Who do you play as?
Okay. I actually have two Warrior of Lights,
It's
Warriors
Warriors
of
of
Light.
Lights.
My main one is on Mateus. This is Ansariel Elilstirwin. She's a Rugadin, and I main Dragoon. I can flex to any class because I during COVID, I think it was, I wanted to no, it was after Shadowbringers, so it was before COVID. I was like, "You know what? I want to play something else. I wanna try, you know, a different class."
Yeah.
And I had a little bit of levels in other classes because in the old days, if you wanted to become Dragoon, you started as Lancer, and then you had to, like, get a few levels in I think it was Marauder?
Yes.
In order to get those skills, and then from there you evolved into a dragoon. Um, so I had a little bit of that. I'm not really into like the character stuff with like forming your own headcanons. Not with this character anyway, for whatever
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I have a Viera Warrior of Light, a male Viera, because now we've got the boy bunnies.
Oh, I love the boy
Um,
bunnies.
I know, I do too. His name's Crow. He's on
Oh,
Zalera, I believe. Yeah, Zalera, I believe he is. If you see either of them, say hello.
of course.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And he's I think a bard because he's like the one job that I don't have on my on Ansariel. Oh, because I had a headcanon that she's like because Gridania is so mm, mm,
Racist.
racist. I was trying to think of a different word, but yeah, it's kind of racist there. Because she's not an Ellison, obviously, and obvious, and she's not even there's two Ellison types. There's
Yeah, there's the Dusk
the
Rights.
Dusk, yeah,
And
and so one of the Dusk Whites are the ones that are kind of like I don't want to say they're oppressed, but they're kind of looked down on by the other group.
yeah, they're like the Moon Cats. They're not liked
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah, yeah,
seen
yeah,
as
yeah,
poachers.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So she's an outsider. Like you don't see many Rugonin in Gridania. So I had it like, okay, well, since our Archer is one of the jobs that originate in Redania. I was like, she's gonna
Oh.
take that one last, just because like she's sick of their attitude. Because if you play that job, they're like, ugh, we are the ones who
Yeah.
perfected archery. That one NPC who's just like, I'm the best. So I
Yeah,
said she's gonna take that one last. So Crow is the one who plays Bard, so I can see what that class is like.
that's so cool.
It's fun. I like it. Yeah. Back
I
to my two warriors.
Is Bard like your favorite class in general, or which is your favorite?
You know, I think I I like to be a little bit stressed out when I play. So I used to like playing Astrologian for that because like
That's a
you
good one
had
to
all
stress
these
you out.
like yeah, the options, the cards they had to keep throwing out and all that. But then they changed it. So I haven't gone back to see if it's like, the good kind of stress again. So now I
Mm-hmm.
like playing Sage the best. And also because like that healer Q, that instant pop is so nice.
It must be.
Um
Holy shit.
it, yeah, it's so nice. But Dragoon is the one I'm most comfortable with because that's the one I used to raid on.
Oh,
If you
okay.
hear meow, that's my cat, by the way.
We have Poe, like Eric's cat, always yelling, so we're good. We like cats in this house. We love cats in this
Okay,
house.
good. Yeah, you got like two cats, I think.
We got two kitty cats.
Two kitty
No,
cats, yeah.
one unfortunately.
Oh,
Tango
that's
passed
right.
away last year, but we have Toothless,
Yes.
and she's on the
Yeah.
couch. She's on the heating pad because
Oh,
she's getting older. She's got the little bit of the arthritis, I think.
as cats do.
Yeah.
Um, what was I saying? I was saying something about Sage, Astrologian. Where do we go from there?
You're saying you play Sage now?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. That one feels like the good stress.
Mm-hmm.
When I play.
I
And also because it's a little gentler on the fingers also, because like, when you're playing DPS, you got to keep your rotation going and mash those GCDs.
Yeah.
So, uh, it's a little bit, sorry, if you hear a noise, that's my neighbor's motorcycle going off. That's, I
Oh
can't do
my
anything
god.
about him.
I love motorcycles. I have like three motorcycles as mounts in this freaking game. And
Do you have Cloud Spike?
I have Cloud's bike. I think
Yes.
Tabby, our mutual friend Tabby, bought that for me.
Hmm. Oh,
But
yes.
I've earned the ones. There's two you can earn in the Island Sanctuary
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
game. Well, there's one, and then there's like a tractor. And I bought the tractor too. It's like kind of a three-wheeler. I'll take it. And then there's the one that you get for like 10 billion trillion gil over in Solution 9,
Oh, yeah.
the hover bike, and I'm like, is there any cheaper way to get that? Like, no, bitch, you gotta pay up. You gotta pay up now. I was like, fine. So yeah, I've always complained about how I can't afford houses in Final Fantasy IV, and Mike once said to me, sorry, can't afford houses in Final Fantasy XIV, and Mike once
Uh-huh.
said to me, Nadia, you've been like playing this game forever. How could you not have enough gil? And I'm like, well, I keep blowing. It's like there was a time I blew 10 million gil on the Black Pegasus, and I blew another like 10 million gil or whatever they were asking for the four wheeler, the air wheeler. Yeah, thank you, NK dude.
Yep.
So I don't know. I see a cool bike or a cool animal, and I buy it. I see
Oh,
property, and
yeah.
I don't buy it. Apparently,
Also,
like,
it's hard to buy a house in 14 too. I actually do own a house. That was when they just opened up new housing wards. So it wasn't a lottery. It was literally first come, first serve.
oh, nice.
Uh, so I was like training. I was practicing. Okay, which movement skill will get me to my desired house fastest? And I believe it was either ninja or dancer. It was one of those,
That makes sense.
who got me to my house fastest. And so you just had to run into the ward, get to your house, buy it, you got it. It was crazy.
That's how they're gonna dole out property in the future. They're just gonna do a Hunger Games things where they take all these like young adults to a ward and say, okay, everyone, you run to your house and you grab it and it's yours. Whoever gets in your way, God help them. That's the only way we're gonna get housing in the future.
That's, that's true. Yeah, in this economy, it's the only way we're gonna get housing. We could
We're,
do PvP in 14. Like
oh
you
shit!
could get the ultra high, and there you go. You've got your home.
There you go. Two birds with one stone. Two chocobo with one stone.
Oh no.
Do you know? Okay, here's my personal bit of Final Fantasy XIV trivia that nobody knows except for me because I'm a stupid idiot.
Okay.
In so I'm into the chocobo racing.
Yes.
I'm bad at it, but I have a really terrible bird this generation. Jesus Christ, like J Nui, like I don't know. I don't even want to breed it. It's just a real loser. But whatever. I'll do. I'm training him up anyway. But if you go to the chocobo races in the Gold Saucer, you will
Yes.
see a guy standing off to the side, and his name is Joseph.
Yes,
and
yes,
he indicates like, I know
yes,
you, and is that stupid asshole from Final Fantasy VII and his stupid bird,
yes, yes.
who was even
Uh,
mentioned by an NPC who says like, "To keeps on beating
yes,
me." I love
yes,
that.
yes. I think you can actually race against him too, because I also
How?
do the chocobo racing
Oh
because, and
shit.
I'm also bad at it, and I also don't breed my bird. But yeah, I saw him in the gold saucer, and I was like, it's that dude that you have to beat in 7, and it was I love the little like the Easter eggs that 14 will drop from other
Yeah.
Final Fantasy titles, and 7 is one of my favorites. Like I love 7, obviously, and I was crazy about chocobo racing in
Mm-hmm.
7 and the breeding and getting your gold chocobo to go fight the ruby weapon and all that stuff. Like I loved it. So I was really happy to see him in 14.
I'm hoping
His
he's like,
damn bird.
yeah, I was never able to beat him in Final Fantasy VII, so I'm hoping there's going to be some way to beat him in 14 because I have not come up against him in a race yet. So, yeah, if I did go up against him, I'd probably get blitzed anyway. So, what's your favorite expansion?
Ooh,
Now you're not,
ooh.
now it's personal. Now it's serious.
Oh, man. Um, okay. I, hmm. It was funny because when I was going through the game for the first time, like I hit Heaven's Word and I was like, this was the best thing ever. I love it. And then I hit Stormblood, which I was less fond of. I still liked it a lot. And there were some parts of it where I was like, this is the best expansion ever. And then I hit Shadowbringers, which I loved pretty much all the way through, and I was like,
Yeah.
"This is the best expansion." So I think I think it's a tie between Shadowbringers and Heavensward for different
Mm-hmm.
reasons. And then after that, Endwalker, and then Dawn Trail and Stormblood are kind of tied for I don't want to say last place because they're still both really good expansions for different
Yeah.
reasons. So, but I think it's Heavensward and Shadowbringers. Like Heavensward I loved because I'm a big Evilly slut. So I
Mm-hmm.
I love some of the feeling of like the political, like the story, the maneuvering that was in Ishgard, and um the 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 framing of the Warrior of Light with the regicide. I was like, this is
Oh.
amazing. Like, oh, it was so good. I loved Ishgard and like this weird pseudo Catholic world of snow elves who were all kind of rude to outsiders and people who are a little different from the I don't want to say racist, but I mean kind of racist.
Kind of racist. A
Uh,
little racist.
yeah, kind of a little racist. And I love the whole dragon story and like the reveal that dragons are aliens
Isn't that
actually.
crazy?
Oh,
Oh man.
it's so cool.
Yeah.
And I love when you first meet Midgardsormr and he yells at you in the dragon language, which is apparently kind of a con lang. I was like, it's
Yeah.
amazing. And then Shadowbringers I loved because of like the story, like what it does for the world building. If you can't tell from my picture there, Emmett Selk is my favorite antagonist. Like and the kind of switch that they did with how this is a world which is, it's suffused with light. And we usually think of like light as being like, oh, it's the good, it's the
Yeah,
holy,
it's a
it's the nice
nice. It's a...
element. But like they're horrifying. Like you see what happened with Tesleen, and
Oh
it's like,
god, I see it in my
oh my God.
dreams.
Yeah,
That was
exactly.
that was a moment.
Yeah, yeah. That was ooh, I like horror stuff. So when Shadowbringers dipped into some of that, I was like, this is my favorite expansion. I love it.
I find
It's
that
so
like
cool.
JRPGs, Japanese media in general, like just really good at body horror.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't necessarily have to be bloody, but they can still make it pretty
Oh,
horrifying.
did you play, I guess we're getting away from 14 a little bit, but
It
quick
doesn't matter.
tangent. Did you play Breath of Fire 4?
No, I
Oh,
wanted to like it, but something about the camera just makes me really motion sick.
oh really? Oh
Yeah,
man, that's
yeah.
oh, that's too bad.
It could be because
Yeah,
I was playing on PSP, so I'd like to try to play it someday on a bigger screen. I might do that again.
ooh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I would really love to know what you think about certain spoilery things that happen in 4 as relates to body horror. But yeah, yeah. Tangent over.
Yeah,
14.
there's 14. Yeah, there's definitely yeah, some of the kind of the Junji Ito stuff going on. God
Yeah,
bless.
yeah, 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 yeah.
But I think when I'm asked my favorite, yeah, Shadowbringers has something that Mike pointed out once, and I think is a good sort of thing if you're a writer to latch onto, and that is kind of the purple tree effect. When you go into Shadowbringers, the first thing you see are purple trees, and there's
Yeah.
nothing else like it elsewhere in the
Yes.
game. It just has such a weird. See, when I first came into it, I actually thought the trees were like maybe like light poisoned or something. I thought that was a really neat effect. It's just the way that the foliage
Oh.
was, but it
Oh,
kind
that's
of
a
got
cool
my.
idea, though.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Actually, both of us being like massive, stupid Dragonlance fans, it actually reminded me a lot of Dragonlance Legends, which is
Yeah.
the trilogy where Caramon and Raistlin they are sent back to the
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
past
yeah.
to beat the king priest who was kind of putting too much holy power into the world and trying to elevate himself to a god. So
Yes.
yeah, they brought on the cataclysm. Kind of the same idea, except like in this case, I think it's just okay. So I don't really understand exactly how there being too much light in one place means too much darkness in another shard. Do you understand that? Like the little astronomy lesson that Oriange gives you at the beginning of Shadowbringers?
Yeah, so like the way I took it, so oh man, it's been a while since I heard that lecture, but like I
Yeah.
remember that light is like it's not just an element, it's also like an activity between stasis and activity.
Right.
So light is stasis and darkness is, it's activity. Hi, Pippin.
Ah,
It's
hey,
my
kitty
cat.
kitty.
Um and so like what I understood it was how I understood it was like when you take away light, stasis basically from a different source, that means that then the darkness has to come in, and because there's no more light to keep it in check. So
Right.
now it's just taking over. And that's how I understood it.
That
So
makes
if
sense.
you
Yeah.
put excess light somewhere, then it's pushing out it's becoming imbalanced basically. It's suppressing the activity.
Oh, okay. So that makes a little more sense. I always like that kind of chemistry between the shards, but as someone who failed chemistry in school, even magical chemistry is beyond my ken sometimes.
Did you ever play Suikoden 3? I can't
I
remember if you did or not.
started to play it, but I had just finished like Dragon Quest VIII, which was like just a really sublime PS2 game, and Suikoden 3 is a
Yeah.
bit rough, so I
Yeah.
did not. But I know some. I know a bit about it.
Do you know like I guess do you know like the story of like why it's like Suikoden 3 is happening, like who the antagonist is and
A little bit.
what
I know
their
like something
plans
about
are?
the the fire bearer and the. I know a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. This might be getting into the weeds a little bit, but like a thing I see often in JRPGs, which might be tied to like Buddhism, I think.
Hmm.
I'm showing myself as a bad Asian here. Uh, I I see a lot of like this contrast between like activity and stasis.
Hmm.
So in without spoilers, because maybe you'll play it one day, Suikoden 3, there's the antagonist talks about this. Oh, actually, you played Shin Megami Tensei games.
Yes.
So, okay. So, like in Nocturne, for instance, I haven't finished 5.
Hmm.
There's the same thing. Like you can choose between, uh,
Right. The
stay. Yeah, you can choose between like
stasis and
that
chaos.
stasis or yeah, it's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same kind of idea. And so, that Buddhist form of thinking also informs 14 a lot. Like you see it in Endwalker, especially in my opinion. So I think that's where that's coming from. That sort of like one has to be if
Hmm.
one is imbalanced, then the other has to compensate for it, basically. So that's
Okay.
that's how I understood it.
Yeah, that makes actually a lot of sense when you put it in the Shin Megami Tensei frame, and just
Yeah.
even like I'm not a Buddhist, but I guess I kind of have some Buddhist thinking on top of being a bad Jew. But I have always liked Shin Megami Tensei's kind of theme of stasis versus movement, chaos versus
Yeah.
order. You
Yep.
one versus the other. You can't have one too long or they become
Yep.
stagnant. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
I kind of feel that. I actually have
Yep.
like my tattoo is Orin from the Neverending Story because I like
Yep.
themes of like rebirth and circular bullshit, cyclical,
Yep.
what have you. So yeah, that's I never thought of it that way. That's a good way of putting it. Thank you.
Welcome.
You're smarter than Orion. Orion.
Oh my God, the highest praise. No one's ever said that to me before.
I don't understand a word that motherfucker says.
It's the way he talks with all the these and thous. It makes it difficult to engage with Urianger on some level. I love him. I don't know.
I do kind of like what they're doing with the newer expansion with Urianger, kind of implying that like he's kind of got the fantasy autism, and he
Yeah,
relates to the bunnies on the moon because
yeah,
nobody else can speak straight to them, or only
yes.
Urianger has the the fortitude to stand up and say, "This sucks" in his Shakespearean English. You have created a postmodern nightmare. You dumb little rabbits.
Yeah, I really like that too. Um, how do you? I think I already know how you feel about them, but the attitude I've seen from the fandom is very mixed when it comes to the Loporrits.
Oh,
I personally love them. I think they're great.
oh,
But
I
how do
adore
you
them.
feel about? Oh, okay, yeah, I figured you would like them. Yeah.
I love the Loporrits. When it comes to cute little things in RPGs, it can be hit or miss for me. Like, I love Moogles,
Yes.
for example, but sometimes when I see a mascot character, I'm just like, ew, get away from me. But
Yeah.
Loporrits, I just feel like I love little things that move in a team, and I've always loved like the naming ways, of course, from like Final Fantasy
Oh yeah,
IV.
yeah,
They're
yeah, yeah.
straight from there. Also, I just love the line from is it Living Way when she's trying to listen in to a conversation Orianche is having with someone, and she's like, "Oh, I can't hear what they're saying. Curse these ears! I can't hear bugger all." And the delivery is just so perfect. Um, I just I liked helping them through their life crises. I loved their little rave club on the moon. That was amazing.
Yes. Yes.
I just think like when it comes to little mascot bullshit characters, like Square Enix is just really good at that, and I think Loporrits are one of their biggest triumphs, frankly.
Yes.
And I love
I
rabbits.
don't know. Yeah, I think it's really cute. They played into, the folklore of the rabbit on the moon.
Yeah,
I thought that was really cute. They themselves are really cute, and they've got their little ridiculous accents that, I mean, they're so cute. I can't. And then I love Pudding Way and his single-minded quest for the
oh,
perfect dessert. Like, I don't know. I love them. I
I
can't.
love Napping Way. That's me. Like
Yes.
if I'm not needed, I'm asleep. Bye.
Yeah, if Napping Way ever wants to get a different job, a different name, I will take over happily.
There's also where I think he's an old Sharlayan cheating way. Little bastard cheats at Triple Triad.
What? I
You
don't
didn't
think
know
I've met that
there's
one.
a cheating way, yeah. And
His whole is just cheating at Triple Triad.
that's apparently what he was born for. Heidelin created him specifically to fuck you over on Triple Triad.
Idolin, what the fuck?
Heidelin has a sense of humor. What can I say?
I really
Oh,
love that though. I love that Heidelin, when you first meet her, she's kind of like, I don't want to say like unapproachable, but this kind of like distant, like mother goddess, kind of inhuman figure because she's literally just a giant crystal. And then you find out later in Endwalker, like, oh no, this was a person once. Like this was
mm-hmm.
Venat. And, that was a really cool callback to 12 also.
Yes.
And, like, it turns out that, she used to be Azem, she was, a really good fighter, very capable, but she also loves cute things. She
Yeah.
braids her dog's fur, like,
Right?
it's amazing, I love that.
And
Really
not only
cute.
that, that's the dog's name, Argos, is
Yes.
an Afghan hound, which you see them a lot in like media, especially like kind of the Japanese slash Asian media, where they are to represent, very regal, but gentle dogs. Like
Yeah,
they're not really snooty, but they do kind of have that higher air to them, and it's just an
yeah.
interesting choice. Like I'm the kind of person who having worked with dogs, I see like a lot of character in how people choose their dog breeds. So that was very interesting to me, and that's actually a trope that you see once in a while in like anime that I love, and that's like kind of the slightly cold, standoffish woman is crazy over little cute things secretly. Like
Yeah,
shoot, Ysel, she was
yes.
into Moogles. Like I think didn't
Yes.
she break apart because she saw a Moogle for the first time?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
She was just
I
like,
guess it's
"It's so
that,
fluffy, I'm gonna die."
it's that Gap Moe, I think is what it's called.
What's it
The
called?
I think I believe it's called Gap Moe, where it's like you've got
Oh,
this character with, a certain set of qualities, and then suddenly they'll throw in like this contrast to make them seem, cute, a little more approachable, a little more human on some level. And that's like Azale and her Moogle thing, or like Sidurgu, where He's he looks very forbidding and scary on the outside, and then
Oh,
the Moogles make him fucking cry.
that was so good. That's what I tell people.
Uh,
Like, oh man, I was actually trying to hype up the Dark Knight quest to Kat because she hasn't done it yet, and I
yeah,
forgot to
yeah,
mention that. Like, oh right, some Moogles bully a Dark Knight so badly that he starts
yeah.
crying. Oh,
The
he's
Dark Knight
crying.
quests
Ha
were
ha ha. That,
so
that
good.
was
Yeah,
a great quest line. Oh, not
fantastic.
just because of like, there's so little wrong with the Dark Knight quest line that's hard to single out exactly like really good the best arm of it, but it's
Yeah,
all really good. And
it's all
I've
so
said to
good.
people like it's some of the best writing I've encountered in a video game, and please do
I
it if you
agree.
haven't.
I agree.
It's a good quest to have if you think like you just kind of need to love yourself sometimes. You know what I mean? You just
Mm-hmm.
if you need a boost, this isn't this is the quest where I thought, okay, like I'm just gonna like make MCR jokes the whole time, but no, that's the Reaper. That's the Reaper quest line. This is for sad boys and
Yes.
girls and other.
Yeah, I thought that so I've played some games that are actually like about like trying to talk about, mental illness and that kind of
Mm-hmm.
thing. But I thought that the Dark Knight quest uh is, in my opinion, some of the best writing out there in games, specifically, well, I guess not specifically, but talking about you know, acceptance of yourself, of dealing with the demons in your head. Like, I thought that was a really poignant way of putting it. And I think Ishikawa also worked on the Dark Knight quest. Like, she
She
wrote a
did.
lot of Shadowbringers too, where there's also a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
Um, and you can really tell, like, I think she's done some battle with the demons in her own head, because that stuff in her writing is really strong.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that stuff. It's so good.
One of my regrets is last year was it? I forget where I was, like some show, one PAX or another,
Yep.
and I was in the Final Fantasy 14 kind of panel for press, and there was Yoshida and Ishikawa was there as well, and I went over to say hi to Yoshida and I have a picture of him. I think you've seen it. Uh,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah.
but I kind of regret not going to Ishikawa and just telling her like I really appreciate you being a woman doing great writing
Yes.
in the game space to the point that nobody believed that Emmett Selk would would be anything, and yet here he is with his own magic card.
Yeah. Oh, met the match. I actually, my brother, all for ever since like the 90s, he's been super into Magic, and he was the one who got me into Final Fantasy, actually.
Oh, nice.
Back on the NES, Final
Ah,
Fantasy 1.
I love it.
Um, so like when the Magic set dropped, like he got all excited, like, "Oh my God, sibling, look upon these cards." And I was like, "Oh shit, I don't play this game, but these cards are really pretty." Um, so just for the hell of it, I bought like one pack
Mm,
just to be like, I don't know, maybe there'll be something cool in here. I don't.
crack the pack.
And actually, I got like two, I think, of the Emmett Silk cards, and I was
Wow.
like, the gods have blessed me.
The fates.
It's the fates. It's really cool. If there's anyone listening who wants to get the Magic cards, the market has stabilized quite a bit, and
Oh, good.
especially if you just want the art, like those art cards, they go for like 20 cents.
Damn,
So
that's pretty
they're
good.
very affordable. Yeah.
I
I
might
have
get.
one for you.
Aww. I
I
can't
saw
wait to
one of these
see.
cards and I was like, ah, I know who's gonna get this one.
Are you gonna mail it to me so I can open it like in the? Oh, okay, just to give you some context, people. Zaf has sent me just like random cards, once in a while in the mail, and I'll open them in the elevator, which is usually packed with people because it's a big building and only two elevators. And one time I did this, and there was just a big drawing of a dick inside of the card. There might have been glitter. I think there was glitter, which made it so much better. So thank you for that. That was,
Yeah.
and there was like an old granny in that fucking elevator. I'm just like slamming the car shut.
Yeah. I will. I think I actually have two cards for you. I don't remember because I have another friend who's playing and he wants to collect like the
Mm.
whole set. So his spares he just gives them to me and I'm like, and I think I have two cards for you. But yeah, Ishikawa, I think uh it must have been bef before COVID. it must have been before COVID. So a bunch of my friends and I, we organized a zine, an art zine
Mm.
with, fan art, fan writing, that kind of stuff. Because we specifically wanted to like present it to Ishikawa because she was going to, it might have been the same event where you were at because she was
Oh,
there. I think, was
yeah.
it a PAX, I
It
think?
was definitely a PAX. I think it was probably the
Yeah.
last PAX I went to.
It might have been that one. So a friend of mine, she's a cosplayer, and so she was dressed in like full like Crystal Exarch cosplay,
Oh.
and she handed a copy of our zine to Ishikawa, and apparently she just like broke down crying.
No! Then I'd start crying. Damn it.
I know, like my friend started crying too, and we wrote messages to her, saying, "Oh, it must have been like shortly after." Because we all wanted to like thank her for like writing these stories that are like so like comforting and uplifting and that don't shrink away from like the darkness that's, in us,
Hmm.
in our heads and all that stuff. So she's just fantastic. I love her stuff.
Yeah, I'm going to be extremely annoying and say
Yeah.
that, like, I adore a lot of writing from men. Like, some of my favorite authors, Kurt Vonnegut, George Orwell, obviously they're the
Yeah,
classics. But I do believe there is a perspective that is not seen nearly enough in games because women don't really get a chance to really get into the in-depth stuff of, like, writing a whole
sure.
goddamn fucking villain for a Final Fantasy
Yeah.
game. Like, just,
Yeah.
yeah, I won't really say anything, like, I won't really kind of like say anything specific, but just like sometimes when I see like, just previews and scripts and whatnot, it's just like shooty shooty bang 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 bang, and I love the guys who put these together, but sometimes I don't know, sometimes you just need a different perspective because you do get a different kind of story when you get those perspectives. It goes for different races, different genders, whatever. You just kind of have that carousel. It makes things so much more
Yeah.
interesting.
That different lived experience. Like you cannot have that perspective if you haven't lived that experience. So
Yeah,
yeah,
like
I
Emmett
agree.
Selk is so unique for a
Hmm.
villain, and I
Yeah.
think. Do you know anything about Ishikawa's like writing history before she wrote for Final Fantasy 14? Was she like any kind of like prolific author?
Um, I don't know. I only know that she was on 14 for a while and that
Right.
she did stuff like the Dark Knight quests. I think she did something else, but I can't remember off the
She's
top of my
done.
head what it
I
was.
think she might have. I might be completely wrong on this, but I think I heard she did the step quest for Stormblood, which,
Really?
yeah,
Oh,
I don't know if that's true or not. She might have written the lore for the 50 tribes, which is fucking amazing because I love that lore. Like, each tribe gets like one or two lines for their
yeah.
lore, and they're all incredible.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I know she's just done writing on 14. That's all I know. But I think she's since moved on. Like she's done 16 now, I think.
Yeah, she's done. They promoted her, I guess. I don't know if she's coming back to 14. I'd love to see her for the next expansion,
Oh, me too.
yeah, she's basically the one who wrote like a lot of the dragon lore, I think as well, like for the Dragon Star and what have you.
I really hope we get to go there sometime in a future expansion. Like we've got the ship. We could go to space now and
Space.
go places. We could see the Dragon Star where Dragon Granddad came from. We could uh I we have the key now too, so we could go to other dimensions
Yeah,
even. Like the multiverse apparently is our oyster now.
that's
Uh
pretty crazy. I love
I'm
that though.
very curious where that's gonna go.
I think, yeah, it's like yesterday I was kind of breezing past some stuff, just some game news and whatnot, and I saw
Yeah,
that apparently USJP said we're not going to Meracidia anytime soon. Like,
I saw that.
damn it! I want to go to. I'm infamous on the show for wanting to go to like Fantasy Australia
I know
because
you are.
Final Fantasy Australia, where there's dragons everywhere instead of kangaroos, and everything's trying to kill you. And I want them to be
Hell yeah.
angry. I want them to be angry dragons because Tiamat was really pissed off.
Yes. I mean, I'd be pissed off too if I was like locked up for however many years and all my kids have been killed. Like I'd be pissed too.
I remember when I did the Binding Coil at Bahamut, I was with Victor and a bunch of Blood God
Hmm.
people, just kind of getting some of us through it. And I went through the. It's when near the end where you find out what happens to the dragons in Meracidia from under the
Yes.
Allagans. And I came out of that quest saying, with typing, uh, what was it? Like, I fucking hate Allagans. All my homies hate Allagans.
Yeah, like that was really dark stuff. Like you find out that all those dragons just captured have just been preying and just being eaten alive by their fear and anger and their emotions, and they summoned their own
Yeah,
thick dragon daddy. Yeah, yeah. Oh, that was good. That was really good
Dragon
stuff,
Daddy.
though. I love that kind of
Are
stuff.
you up to date on the story for Final Fantasy 14, like 7.3?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I finished. The main quest is always what I do first. I haven't
Yeah.
even unlocked the new alliance rate yet.
Yeah, I haven't done that either. I gotta do that.
Okay,
But
cool, cool.
yeah, there was we talked about this in the last episode, but there was definitely some speak
Hmm.
about summoning again and tempering and what
Yes,
have you. And so we were
yes,
talking about how
yeah.
that's really interesting on a scientific level versus a religious thing, which of course is pretty
Hmm.
much the same idea but different motivations, I suppose. So
Yes.
yeah, definitely interesting. I didn't think we'd go back to tempering, but now we have porksies, so it should be okay. It's okay. We have flying pigs.
Yeah. I was really kind of surprised about that too, because like once we have the cure now, so like are they going to do like a twist on tempering, or is it going to be a factor at all? Because
Right.
like we've done the whole gamut from like we've we've cured tempering. We might have, this is my pet theory. We cured Emmett Selk of his tempering when we hit him with that the burst of light at the end of Shadowbringers.
Yeah.
Um, so I feel like we've done pretty much everything. I don't know. I'm not a writer. Maybe some sick writer out there could be like, ah, what are you talking about? I'm gonna do something new with tempering. Um, and we have the scales too,
Right.
from Endwalker, so we're protected. There was that moment in the patches, with we're hanging out with Zero, where the scales seemed like they weren't gonna hold
Yeah.
because the darkness was like it was just too much, it was too strong. So there could be something maybe to do with that going in that direction where like there's something besides belief and faith that has to power a primal and we could I don't know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
I'm
that's the
really
fun
excited
part.
to see what 7.4 has, like 8.0. I don't know. We've got Athians back now. The
Yeah,
hell?
that I actually okay. I'm trying to remember the name of the little gray-haired shithead. What was his name? Was it
Calyx. Calyx.
Calyx? Calyx. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually had. I was saying this also in the last episode, so forgive me for
Yeah.
the repetition, anyone. But the
Cool.
look of terror that you see in that
Yeah.
very last second that made me like him finally. Like, and then like he has that fucking Asian bitch fit that they always throw.
Yeah.
Or he,
Do you think he's an Athian or something else?
I think I don't know. Like I think Victor said that he doesn't see him being another
Yeah.
Fan Daniel or anything like that. So
Yeah.
he might be. Of course, we know there's one Assi in there. I didn't say anything, but
Yes.
it depends. Like there's still three untempered, not untempered, unsundered Asians out there, if I'm not mistaken, right? Uh,
The uns we know where the big three, the unsundered, are. Like Emmett Silk is dead. Elidibus is stuck in the Crystal Tower.
he's hanging
Um,
out.
La Habrea is dead unless you subscribe to the Dragon Eye Spear theory. So we know where they are. There's some of the Sundered Ascians where their fates are a little unclear.
They're being
I
hunted by
personally,
Gaius,
oh
I think. A lot
yeah,
of them are.
okay. So the thing with Gaius is like he didn't know about like the white aurosite method of like killing, destroying an Ascian when
Mm.
he killed Dudalafon and who was the other one? Uh, Altima? I forget. So
There
we
is an
don't know
Altima,
if
yeah.
they were, yeah, we don't know if they were permanently killed. We've no idea where Halmarut is. I don't know if I'm saying these names right. I don't know if they were said out loud in 12 or something. I'm
Yeah.
sorry if I'm
I
mispronouncing.
don't even know. I can't
Um,
even like read them. They look like scrambled eggs to me in my head.
I after Shadowbringers, I had this period where during COVID, I had nothing else to occupy myself, so I just went full crazy on Ascian lore. So I've got all that shit memorized.
We know what
Um,
everyone went crazy over something.
Yep, it's true. I hope for Halmarud because I'm a Libra, and that's the one that corresponds to Libra.
Nice.
I hope for that one. That was the one who did like the Academia Anator, the walking tomatoes and whatever. That
Oh,
was
so that's who's to
that was
blame.
there. Yes. And then Ultima, we're not really sure. Ameriloth was in the Eureka storyline, and their fate's also a little unclear. We have no idea where the hell like Pashtaroth is, for
Mm-hmm.
instance, so could be any one of them.
I just wonder if
Oh,
like they're gonna have two of them at once. Get the
ooh,
ASEANs out of the way, or are they gonna stretch it out like cheese?
I don't know. I'm surprised they brought the Asians back at all because I thought we were done with them.
I
Like
thought so
done
too. I
done.
thought even Emmett Selk at the end of Endwalker was saying, "Bitch, get out of here, go away, leave me alone, touch grass."
Go somewhere else. Like you think like there's all that smoke on the world map still. There's all these places we gotta check out. Yeah,
There
I
was a
don't know.
mention of winters or something like that in the very end of 7.3, and I think Victor and I were trying to figure out what that was. I'm figuring we're going to go to Canada at some point. Final Fantasy Canada. That was.
We're gonna go to Final Fantasy Canada. That'll be amazing.
Yeah, I
Let's
can't
get
wait.
we'll get a really indulgent food animation of Timbits. That'll
No, poutine. Man, poutine.
Ooh,
The
yes.
cheese stretch of poutine, man, that would be like just classic.
Oh,
I
yes.
have seen pictures of what Japan has done with poutine, though, and it's not exactly poutine, so we'll have to see how that goes. But I
Wait,
think
wait.
I believe in them. I believe in
What
them.
have they done? I'm just curious.
What if what now?
What have they done with poutine? I'm just curious.
Oh, it's just like one of those weird things where you just like see like the like shredded cheese and just weird sauces over fries, and I don't know. It's been a long time since I looked, but it was definitely unholy. But that's okay.
Yeah,
Japan marches to its own drum. So
absolutely.
if they want to make weird anime poutine, let them.
Weird anime poutine.
I didn't know what else to
One
call it.
time, this is going way off the rails. One
No, that's
time,
okay.
I was there was a promotion in Japan where you could get one of your favorite anime characters from some series. I don't remember what it was. To serve you lemon shaved ice. You had to stick your cup of shaved ice underneath a cutout of your favorite character, and I see you're laughing. Your character would then quote unquote pee on it by unleashing lemon syrup. So now I'm thinking about poutine, like, oh my God, sorry. So
Why do
gross.
I want lemon ice that's been peed on?
Man, different strokes, different strokes. I don't know.
I
No
just
judgment.
I just had a vision of like poor Graha Teal holding a cup of shaved ice, saying, "Why do I want shaved ice and been peed on?"
He falls at hole in front of Kryle's parents. Just, oh,
Damn, that's cursed. Oh, I
okay.
love my boy. He tries his best.
He does. I thought that scene was so cute. Um, but yeah, so the Winterers in Dawn Trail, I don't Winterer is an interesting term. Like,
Isn't it though? Yeah.
is it bringing a metaphorical winter about? Are we doing like literal ice uh apocalypse here? Like, I have no idea.
There
I don't know
was
where we're going.
a calamity with ice, of course, right? That was was it the
Yes.
fourth or fifth or third somewhere down the line?
I don't remember which number it was, but I do remember there already has been one. So that's what made me think like maybe it's a metaphorical winter, whatever that could mean in the future for us. Um, I don't even know if it's going to be like a group of all Asians or if it's like
Mm-hmm.
uh just a mix of people who have what are some sort of common goal. I don't know. It kind
So,
of reminds me of like sorry, go ahead.
oh, I was gonna say this is a completely random thought. I'm sorry, but if
Yeah.
you know enough about Asians, can you tell me which one's associated with cancer? Because I can't remember. That's me. That's Crab.
I don't know off the top of my head, but I can tell you in a minute because
Yes.
I have favorited a chart.
Man, you and Victor would get along fine.
This was a leftover from oh, it's Pastora. Yeah, the one where we don't know anything about
Oh.
except that he has like spiky blonde hair. That's all we know about him.
Ah, he's already my favorite then.
Oh, and he also corresponds to I'm not gonna say this correctly. Zeromus from
Oh,
what was it? I think
really?
five? I think he was in five?
Zero misses four,
Four? Oh, I haven't played four. I'm sorry.
which is interesting because we just had a four.
Yes.
Hmm.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Spiky hair on the horizon, everyone. You heard it here first.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I love Asians. I want to find out more about them. Oh,
I think they're a really cool plot device. Like the first time you see them, is so interesting because like you go down to the Tempest and you're kind of expecting, I don't know what I was expecting, but like
Right.
giant people in weird masks was not it, especially since they were nice.
No. Yeah,
And
they treated you as like a little child. They were like
I,
friendly
I
and
like
warm
how
to
they were
you.
like, "Oh, hello, children," even though like, okay, dude,
Yeah.
I'm up to your knee, so I think I
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I loved that because it was like the whole set piece of Amarant was just incredible.
yeah.
Like this modern looking city, the ticking of the clock and the
Oh,
background
so
music
good.
because, we're going back in time kind of, but also like this is a moment that's frozen in time too. I loved it. No, 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 no. It
I
was so
was
good.
actually flying through it, the Amarat, or showing my husband David, and he's like,
Yeah.
"Is this Autobot City?" Because it does kind of look like it. Everything's huge and kind of weirdly Art Deco, modern '80s looking. It's a really
Yeah.
interesting aesthetic. I love it.
Yeah. Yeah, 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 same. Oh
And
man.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I don't know if I'm sure we're done, right, with Elpis, because like, we've established that our soul at some point was once there. We were a government employee, apparently.
Apparently, very exciting life we lived.
Yeah. And like we're probably I don't think we're gonna I don't know if we're going to I guess I shouldn't say I don't think we're going to go back and find out more about Elpis because I think we found out everything that we need to know for the plot, but that could always change depending on whatever the plot needs in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Because now we have the key and it has the ASM symbol on it.
Yes.
So does that mean that in the past we used it? Did we make it? Did someone else make it for us? Like,
Yeah,
I
I
have
was wondering that
questions.
myself because it seems like a really pretty important piece of tech, and I don't know if
Yeah.
Kryle's parents alone were capable of making it. No, no, you know, no shade to Kryle's parents. Just
Oh no.
I don't think it's of mortal tech. Put it that way.
So in the most recent patch, we saw that they were trying to like make their own.
Yes.
We saw like piles of them in like the lab, whatever. And um, so like Does s so that I don't know man, there's so many questions I have. I don't even know which one to ask first. It's like, what they're all just, like, jamming together in my head like New York subway stations. Uh, no shade to New York. I love your subway, it's great. Um, but yeah, like, t we could go anywhere now from here, and it's like so does that mean then that there were, like, other worlds even back then in Elpis when everything was one, that the source had not yet been
Right.
sundered? Like, it's just, where are we
Maybe
going?
maybe it was all like pockets in the same source. You just don't know yet.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Maybe it's what let us, go to other worlds, like the Dragon Star, for instance, because even if we have the spaceship now, like, it takes a lot of energy to power it.
yeah.
So, maybe the key is the answer to that, that we don't have to,
Mm.
gather up a bunch of ether anymore. We could just, like, zip, here we are,
Yeah.
Dragon Star.
Hello. How you doing? Do you do the cosmic exploration stuff at all?
I did do the first phase. I haven't gone to the new one. I don't even know if it's out
I
yet.
don't
I
think it's
think it's
out yet.
coming. Yeah, 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 yeah. I did the first phase. Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, they are adding like a bunch of stuff, and one of the things they're
Yeah.
adding is I don't know if you saw the new mount, but it's
I did not see it.
I can't remember what they call their giraffes, but it looks like a giraffe, like just a mechanical giraffe, and I fucking love it. I'm
Hell
just
yeah.
I'm just gonna go right for that. And apparently the spacesuit people are like there's like a jacket you can that's gonna be like a space captain jacket. I don't know what to call it, and people are like, yeah, I know what I'm grinding for. Looks pretty good. I don't know if it's dyeable. I'm assuming it is, but
Oh, I hope though.
I actually for my tank, I'm kind of proud of what I put together. I all the armor that you get out of Vanguard is kind of robotic. So my tank,
Yes.
I dyed it. He looks like Mega Man. It's so
Yeah. Hell
ridiculous.
yeah. Hell yeah.
And my Dragoon, I don't know if I've updated my Dragoon in a little while, but I main machinist now these days because it's just so fun.
Oh, Machinist is so good.
Like
Yeah.
I love Dragoon. That's still my favorite of the like close main. Yeah, sorry, the DP close DPS. But
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for long range DPS, it's like I played Bard for a while, and I kind of liked it. I actually had the Edward Glam from Final Fantasy IV, which
Oh yeah,
I love the Endwalker Glam. It's probably some of my favorite. How the FF forecast there, but
yeah.
I just found that like Machinist is kind of a more selfish bard in that you really don't have to worry about other people's buffs or anything. You just have to worry about shooting a bioblaster
Yeah.
or shooting
Yes.
a crossbow or whatever.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then people are like, "Oh, the flamethrower is not good for DPS," and I'm like, "Fuck that! It's a flamethrower."
yeah. The flamethrower is my favorite move for Final Fantasy 14 wedding. Just get up there with the bride and groom, turn your flamethrower on.
Oh my god, I didn't even think about that. That's so good. What about the
Yeah, Machine is
bioblaster?
awesome. Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, congratulations on your marriage.
Congratulations, just fart everywhere, oh man. It's like, what do you mean I'm not invited to the next one?
Welcome to the rest of your life, bitches.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker! Oh man, so this has been a lot of fun. I usually just podcast for an hour because hell, it's a
Mm,
weekend. Well, technically it's a long weekend. I'm hungry. We had a good time. Just
we
wanted to
did.
kind of hang out and chill. I'd love to have you on the show, like on a more regular basis, especially with Victor around,
Sure.
where he can actually kind of corral us into a direction sometimes. So yeah, I would love to have you again. I'm sure you will be here again. And for
Sure. Thank
now,
you.
do you have anything you want to promote? Where you are, what you're doing?
I stream on a very casual basis. Right now I'm doing Hollow Knight because Silk Song
All
is coming
right.
out apparently this month. I thought it was coming out in November for some reason.
Nope.
So I was like, oh shit. I maybe I'll find out what this is about finally. And I'm really enjoying it. It's
Oh,
great.
good.
I'm streaming on Twitch at Zafflesia. It's Zafflesia. Had to remember how to spell my own handle.
I'm kind of bad at
Um,
that with your name, to be
yeah.
honest with you.
I mean, it's kind of wild. So yeah, that's where I am, and I'm doing that. And if you want to stop by, sure. And you can watch me suck at Hollow Knight.
You can watch me suck at Hollow Knight. That sounds like a good pitch. Thank you.
Thank
Uh,
you.
and as for us, we are Sharlayan Dropouts. We are a good Final Fantasy 14 podcast for bad academics. We are part of the Axe of the Blood God umbrella. That is at patreon.com/Blood God Pod. Please support us there. If you do, you will get all sorts of cool stuff like even a meager dollar, a single dollar, gets you access to our Discord, which has a really hoppin' Final Fantasy 14 crew that will be really happy to take you through anything you want. Maybe even some erotic roleplay. No. I'm not saying that. None.
Yeah, the Blood God Pod Discord is great. Like I lurk in there, and it's really nice. Their
Oh, there you
community's
go.
cool.
See, we have an
Yeah,
endorsement. So there you
yeah.
go. Yeah. So please go to our Discord. You can follow us on Patreon, not Patreon. Well, you can follow us on Patreon at Blood God Pod. Basically
Mhm.
anywhere you follow us at Blood God Pod. That includes Twitch, which we're on right now, YouTube, etc., etc., etc. We have merch at shopbloodgodpod.com. And if you are a Star of Destiny, which means you donate $25 or above every month, that means you get a discount for that shop. Holy moly! And if you're at the $5 level, you can get this without ads. Double holy moly! And you can get a newsletter from me every month. Sorry, every week. Uh, it's unhinged. If you like the old days of blogging when people actually wrote their stupid thoughts down on LiveJournal, you'll like this. I guarantee. You should read it. But
I do. The newsletter is really good. I do like
oh,
it.
you do read it?
Yep.
Yay! So there you go, another endorsement, people. Get it together. Chop chop.
Hurry
But
up.
until
Subscribe.
then, may all your duty finder wait times be short.
Good blessing.